morning, everyone. On behalf of the management, staff, and students of Villamari Degree College for Women, I, Mrs. Revati Devi Mathur, Principal, take the pleasure to extend a convivial welcome to our honorable peer team. I welcome the chairperson, Dr. Karbari Kale, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Technological University, Maharashtra, Member Coordinator, Dr. Shilpa Pakhi, Professor, Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Maharashtra, and the member, Dr. Chandana Bhattacharjee, Principal, Women's College, Shillong, Meghalaya. I hope that you shall have a pleasant stay at our institution. I take the privilege and honor to unfold Villamari Degree College in the presence of an august gathering. Allow me to introduce to you an institution with a difference, an institution which is powered by intellect and driven by values, an institution that believes in the mantra, change is constant. Presenting to you Villamari Degree College for Women. A visionary, an educationist, an entrepreneur, and a strong believer in women empowerment, she is our beloved founder, director, and correspondent, Dr. Philomena. Her dream project, Villamari Degree College for Women, took shape in 1997 with an aspiration for richer vistas. Inspired by Mother Mary, the institution has been named Villamari, invoking the blessings for its students. She is the founder of St. Anne's School and St. Anne's Degree and PG College that stands tall today, being an A+ accredited institution. She was the pioneer in the 1980s for incorporating computers into the academic settings in Andhra Pradesh. She has been laureled for her services with the Mother Teresa Memorial Award, the Best Teacher Award, and the National Unity Award. She received the Best Women's Degree College in Hyderabad, awarded by Ambition's Career Counselors. Deloitte presented Certificate of Appreciation to acknowledge the efforts to promote environmental friendly and sustainable practices. Miss Chinnamma is the secretary of Villamari. She is the pillar of strength in all the academic pursuits. Mr. Srinivas Rao is the joint secretary, relentlessly working towards the augmentation of the infrastructural facilities in the campus. I take immense pleasure to share with you that Miss Chinnamma Madam has been honored and felicitated as an exemplary leader in the innovation ecosystem by the T-Hub on the occasion of International Women's Day. True education is the soul of Villamari. The rationale of Villa Visi Vista depicts a house of learning with a vision for a prospective tomorrow. Believing in this philosophy, we have the vision to emerge and rise as an excellent educational institution in imparting quality formal education, fostering innovations, promoting entrepreneurship by laying a holistic learning environment. And to achieve our vision, we have embarked on a mission to provide value-based education, emerge as a fulcrum of teacher-learner interface, promote the college as a hub of all academic transactions, and impart moral ethics. Let me take you on to an incredible journey as to how Villamari was born. Let's watch its provenance. When the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind, and the brainchild of Dr. Philomena at the inception, what it was and what it stands today. Villamari started its stimulating journey in 1998 with BSc MScs with an intake of 30 students and BCom General and BCom Computers with an intake of 50 students each. In 2002, it expanded with BCom Foreign Trade, BSc Biotechnology, Microbiology and Chemistry, and in 2004 with BCom Advertising. In 2005, we ventured into the arts program with BA Political Science and added BSc Genetics into the science stream. In 2006, the college introduced 2 more programs with the biochemistry combination. 2011 was the year of transition in offering new programs in BA with Psychology and BBA Business Administration. The need of the hour was felt and executed in 2020 with BCom Honors, in 2021 with BCom Business Analytics, and in 2023 with BBA Business Analytics. Certainly, change is constant at Villamari, changing itself to the needs of the hour. And today, the edifice of learning Villamari stands tall as a Christian minority institution affiliated to Osmania University, offering CBCA's choice-based credit system recognized by the UGC under Section 2F. Earning for it the ISO certifications for imparting quality education and energy management system. We are a technology-driven institution, being a local chapter of the SWAYAM NPTEL. To give you a snapshot of Villamari, it is a private and a self-financed institution, strong on state-of-the-art infrastructure, having collaborations with professional bodies, empowering women with certificate courses, providing placements, and crafting confident women as socially responsible citizens, with strong communication, networking, creative, technical, marketing skills, and eventually their professional conduct, offering 10 programs, 4 in BCom, 2 in BBA, 3 in BA, and 1 in BSc, with a student strength of 1,399 on board. Over the years, the faculty with NET/SET PhD has shown a steady rise, and in 2023-24, we have 4 faculties with PhD and 6 pursuing PhD as of now. I, Mrs. Revathi Devi Mathur, the principal, have been committed towards this institution for the past 24 years, believing in the principle of leading the team by working with the team. I am the recipient of 3 gold medals from Osmania University at the undergrad and post-graduation levels. I have been awarded with Vidya Ratna Samman, receiving the award from Mrs. Neera Shastri, the daughter-in-law of the late Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. I have been laureled with the Best Lifetime Achievement Award, Outstanding Service Award, and an Exemplary Academic Leader Award. Our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Naveen Kumar, is the president of the Research Foundation of India Telangana chapter. He has to his credit paper publications in national and international journals. He has been awarded with excellence in writing and research and the coveted Bharat Ke Anmol Ratan Award. The head Department of Business Management, Mrs. Sapna Mathur, has been awarded as the Distinguished Faculty in Accounting and Finance. The head Department of Commerce, Mr. N. Jayakumar, has been awarded with the Best Innovation in Education, and our head Department of Physical Education, Mr. Venkatesh, had the honor of being the coach and the manager of the Indian team in the World Games of Indo-Sri Lankan Tennis Ball Tournament and Throw Ball Tournament in Malaysia, Nepal, Sweden, and Denmark. Our faculty in second language, Sanskrit, Dr. Geetanjali, has been awarded with Kiran Suparayan Global Lady Award, Krishna Basanti Research Excellence Award, India's Best Iconic Researcher Award, and the Rashtriya Pratishtha Puraskar Award. Such achievements of the staff speak volumes on their commitment towards academic pursuits. With great pride, I take this platform to introduce the champions with us. Miss Nandita has been recognized as the Woman Candidate Master by the World Chess Federation. Here, we see the then Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. K. Chandrasekhar Rao, presenting 50 lakhs to her to undergo advanced training in the game of chess. The nation's pride, our pride, is our NCC cadet Lucky Lakshmi, who had the privilege to represent Telangana state in the Republic Day parade. She was chosen to represent our state's culture in front of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, and got the Prime Minister's Rally Medal and the Golden Rank. Having students of such caliber and talent, Villamari is taking strides in preparing itself to imbibe the National Education Policy 2020 to give the best to its students. The college has organized an FDP focusing on NEP. While adhering to the curriculum set by the university, students are mandated to engage in interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary courses. The college, as an affiliated institution to OU, doesn't provide credit-based courses. The Certificate Course Committee prioritizes skill development by actively promoting the certificate courses like communication skills, skill development, employability, and entrepreneurship skill development courses. The college promotes exchange of linguistic and cultural traits among heterogeneous groups. Embracing the multilingual fabric, the second language department proactively organizes activities on language and culture, guest lectures and field visits to local heritage sites and museums like the Chau Mohalla Palace, the Golconda Fort and the Salar Jung Museum in the city. With respect to the focus on outcome-based education, Villamari organized a faculty development program on Bloom's taxonomy for designing the POs, PSOs and the COs. This enabled the faculty to tailor the curriculum plans that outline the POs. Leveraging virtual platforms like Swayam NPTEL, students and faculty engage in online courses, especially during the pandemic. Online teaching platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams and WebEx were extensively used. The faculty integrates ICT tools for delivering online lectures, sharing learning resources, and conducting activities. And so, in our preparedness for the NEP, we are the pioneers in making NPTEL course mandatory for the students in the final year. It is the need of the hour to take strong and impactful initiatives for electoral literacy. The systematic voters' education and electoral participation sweep campaign organized an awareness program on various themes of voter awareness. Our college bagged the first preference by the Commissioner of Collegiate Education, Government of Telangana, to participate and support the Government of India to spread voter awareness through the communication medium of street plays. Our students participated in the street plays at strategic locations in Hyderabad. May I have the video link, please? The SWOT analysis at Villamari Degree College is a strategic planning tool that is applied for the assessment and review of the institution to make informed decisions based on the collective inputs from multiple stakeholders. Good governance and leadership, ISO certified institution, well-equipped infrastructure, the ICT integration of teaching learning process, the value-added courses, the committed and dedicated teaching faculty, the diverse committees, cells and clubs and units in the college with state-of-the-art laboratories. With these strengths, the institution maintains an impressive pass percentage averaging around 90% plus in the annual results. Ensuring a secure campus is the top prerogative in the college. Round-the-clock CCTV surveillance and the functioning of statutory committees like the Anti-Ragging Committee, the Student Grievance and Redressal Committee contribute to a safe and a supportive environment on board. The staff and students actively engage in social responsibility initiatives through the Vikas program, showcasing the commitment to community welfare. Every weakness contains within itself a strength. Our weaknesses are on not having external funding, limited industry collaborations, limited research activity, the space constraints, and minimum involvement of alumni in the institutional growth. We wish to plunge into the opportunities to organize FDPs and conferences, encourage faculty to engage in research, attain autonomous status, increase the number of programs, emphasize students to participate in the competitive examinations, introduce more postgraduate programs, offer online courses, and provide training for the non-teaching staff to ensure a skilled workforce. The challenges that we face are on the industry-institute interface, the placement in more core companies, It has been a challenge to us to compile and collect the entire data of the students who have progressed in various professions. We have a challenge towards building a stakeholder networking, focusing on industrial training, involve faculty and student in research, obtain the UGC 12B approval, research challenges, and the alumni involvement. Presenting to you the quality framework with respect to Criterion 1 curriculum aspects. The college demonstrates its curriculum delivery effectively with a mechanism of establishing an academic monitoring committee which encompasses 3 subcommittees, with the Almanac Committee preparing the institutional almanac that reflects on the curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities planned by the departments, which is in turn based on the Osmania University Almanac. The Handbook and the Attendance Committee enlivens the institutional functioning and prepares the Student Handbook, regularly monitoring the students' attendance. The Timetable Committee, chaired by the Principal, the HODs prepare the institutional, department, class, and individual faculty timetables in advance. The course plans, curriculum plans, and the teaching schedules and synopsis, the HODs allocate the courses based on the faculty's expertise. The faculty prepare the course plans and the synopsis incorporated innovative teaching methodologies to enable the experiential and the participative learning. Regular meetings on a 4-tier basis ensuring academic delivery takes place with secretary with the principal, principal with the IQAC, principal with the HODs, and principal HODs with the faculty. The college has a well-equipped library providing e-resources like Delnet, NList, and NDL. Our founder, Dr. Philomena, has created a culture and a practice in Villamari to commence every academic year with a faculty development program to rejuvenate, learn, relearn, and unlearn the innovative teaching pedagogy. Excerpts of a few FDPs organized over the years. Such FDPs always become a motivation and instill a sense of positivity to begin the academic year. Starting the academic year with such energy in teaching, in addition to the courses offered, we also offer flexibility in our academics by offering a bouquet of certificate courses every semester as a value addition. In the last 5 years, we have offered 37 certificate courses, honing on the communication skills, the technology, and the employability skills of the students. Every semester, all students need to select one preferred course of their choice based on their interest and career move. The college offers soft skills and personality development to all the students of the first year across all programs, thereby instilling the skill of communication among students. And so, over the years, above 80% of the students have enriched themselves with such courses. The national and international players, however, are sometimes exempted from such courses. Following the footsteps of NEP, this year our college has pioneered in offering NPTEL as a compulsory course in the final year. And so out of 1,399 students, 1,344 students, that is 96%, have benefited from such courses. Indeed, it is academic flexibility personified. Our curriculum delivery is further enriched by encouraging our students to indulge in research projects. And over the years, this is one area where a marked progress is evident. From 206 students to 522 students as on date, they have successfully completed projects in various domains of interest. Today's youth wishes to achieve financial independence and practical-based approach to learning. And so our college satisfies the students by leveraging internship opportunities in various organizations during their graduation process. The figures speak about the way Villamari prepares its students to become industry ready and prepares them for life. Kindly switch on to the video.
My friend passed out from Villamari in 2021, and from here she got a placement in Deloitte. It was all very easy. This is the best part here. The internships, the placements are well taken care of from the college's side. They have ties with the top companies like Genpact, Tech Mahindra, Sutherland Groovy Services, Amazon, and many more. In fact, I'll be starting my internship very soon. So this way I'll start earning while I'm studying. I always wanted financial independence early in life. So this combination of classroom sessions with professional field exposure is very helpful.
The multi-rater feedback from stakeholders is collected periodically by the IQAC. Feedback is collected from students, faculty, parents, employers, and alumni. Analysis Action Taken report enables the institution to effectively cater to the requirements of the stakeholders, which is also posted on our website. Presenting the Criterion 2 on teaching, learning, and evaluation. Student is the epicenter of attention in our college, and so a caring, inclusive ethos with diverse ecosystem is established which revolves around the students. Villamari adopts transparency in admission process. The prospectus, college notice boards are the media which elaborate the admission guidelines, which is overseen by the admission committee. The students enrolled over the past 5 years is over 75%. We are a minority institution and is exempted from adhering to the reservation policy. Yet, on a merit basis, around 50% has admitted strength from reserved categories during the last 5 years. We are a college which is student-centered, and so all our efforts, our work, and our endeavors revolve around the achievement of each student's potential academically, socially, and emotionally, which is exhibited by the student-teacher ratio over the last 5 years. While maintaining a commendable 32:1 student-teacher ratio, it ensures personalized attention. And in the current year, it has enhanced the connect of one teacher for every 29 students. The curriculum of the programs is designed by the university. The faculty conceptualize the program outcomes, program-specific outcomes, and the course outcomes for each program and course offered by the college. POs, PSOs, and COs for all the programs are communicated to the faculty and the students. Villamari adopts optimal teaching methodologies that unearth the students' potential. The college ensures innovative teaching methods are imparted, such as guest lectures, student presentations, field visits, workshops, role plays for experiential learning, group discussions, debates, case studies for participative learning, innovative pedagogy, ICT-enabled learning, and project-based learning. It is a practice in our college to start the first tier teaching with a bridge course. The departments engage in planning the syllabi and design the courses to prepare students for graduation studies. Practicing the philosophy of learning by doing, we showcase a few teaching methodologies here. For experiential learning, the innovative pedagogy is very interestingly practiced in Villamari. And as a testimony to this fact, the students are taken to the Telangana State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, where they had the opportunity to deliberate and get hands-on experience with the advocates, and also had the chance to witness a few consumer disputes being redressed. Simulations of importance are organized like the Mock United Nations as an innovative pedagogy. Maybe please have the link opened. Excerpts of the participative learning through workshops, role plays, and group discussions. Students' presentations on current affairs, the library induction program are such participative learning pedagogy that instills a sense of confidence in the students' communication skills. May we have the link opened?
When I first came here, I was really concerned about my low social skills. My major issue was public speaking. But the environment here, along with faculty support and opportunities I got here with the presentation sessions, my confidence has definitely boosted a lot. Now my communication skills, my public addressing skills, and my professional conduct have improved tremendously, and this is a transformation I really needed.
Thank you. Applying all these teaching methodologies with a diverse student ecosystem, we come across advanced and slow learners. The institution adopts strategies to develop its advanced learners and also to improve the slow learners. Seminars and workshops on recent trends, PowerPoint presentations in the classroom, peer tutoring, surveys and research projects, representatives of various clubs and cells, and paper presentations in national seminars and conferences are the opportunities given to the advanced learners. It has always been our endeavor to bridge the gap between the advanced and the slow learners. The strategies adopted for the slow learners are to give assignments, bilingual coaching sometimes, remedial classes, peer tutoring, regular practice, and extensive use of audiovisual aids for better understanding. On application of such diverse teaching methodologies, the examination committee takes upon itself to conduct the examinations. The grievance redressal system. The college has a well-organized mechanism for redressal of examination-related grievances. If students have a grievance, they contact the course faculty, next the HOD, and finally the principal. However, usually the grievances are redressed at the first level itself. The grievance redressal as regards the external assessment is as per the OU norms. Our students are continuously having excellent grades in all the programs. At this juncture, we take pride in announcing that in the batch of 2020-23, out of the top 10 ranks at OU, our college bagged 7 ranks. At the batch of 2019-2022, top 10 ranks were bagged by our students in different programs. The academic performance of the students in the Osmania University semester end examinations has been consistent over the last 5 years with 90% plus every year. The college adopts a mechanism to ascertain the attainment of POs, PSOs, and COs. It is measured on a 3-point scale. Level 1, the 3 points for very good, 2 points as good, and 1 point as needs improvement. The direct method is based on the attainment of course outcomes. 3 points if 70% of the students secure A grade, 2 points if 50 to 70% of the students secure A grade, and 1 point if less than 50% of the students secure A grade. The indirect method is based on the student feedback on course content and teaching learning process. 3 points if 70% of the students rate the course and the teacher as good. 2 points if 50 to 70% of the students rate the course and the teacher as good. And 1 point if less than 50% of the students rate the course and the teacher as good. The attainment of POs is obtained by the direct assessment method, which is 90%, being the average of the COs and the PSOs of all the programs of the faculty. In the indirect assessment method, which is 10%, the feedback system of different stakeholders help to measure and reckon the attainment of POs. The slide represents the ascertainment of course outcomes in all the programs in the batch of 2023. As an example, in BCom Foreign Trade, the total number of courses is 23, out of which in 11 courses, 70% of the students got A grade with 3 points. In 11 courses, 50 to 70% of the students got A grade, and in 1 course, less than 50% of the students got A grade. The slide demonstrates the ascertainment of program outcomes in the batch of 2023. In all the programs, it depicts 3 points as very good, taking 90% of the course outcomes and 10% as feedback. Presenting the criterion 3 on research, innovations, and extension. Taking the first segment of research first. The Faculty Development and Promotion of Research Committee plays a vital role in promoting research among staff and students to present papers and engage in research activities. The college management encourages its teachers to submit research proposals and carries out their research work. The number of research papers in the journals notified on the UGC CARE list during the last 5 years. And in this year, 23-24, 6 research papers have been published in the journals notified on UGC CARE. The faculty has turned their scholarly focus to authoring books and chapters in edited volumes and published papers in conferences. In the last 5 years, the faculty has authored books and published papers. And now taking the second segment on the ecosystem for innovations. Among the 8 cells, the Entrepreneurship Development Cell prominently engages itself in building a sound ecosystem for innovations. It has collaborated with T-Hub to leverage the ideas into business models by introducing the Launchpad program to foster ideas among budding entrepreneurs. As part of our collaboration with the T-Hub, programs are organized in campus, the Kickstart program. The students got the opportunity to participate in the 3Cs Create, Collaborate and Conquer Festival at T-Hub, and the Z-Mob event organized by T-Hub allowed students to immerse in the startup ecosystem and explore internships in the Internship Mela. Students also got the chance to explore various startup companies at T-Hub. Apart from this, the Ed Cell in the college organizes workshops on entrepreneurship. It is imperative that students comprehend the laws governing innovations, and so guest lectures with case study approach are organized on intellectual property rights by practicing lawyers to understand it right. Considering the significance of environmental sustainability, an ecosystem in waste management is inculcated. The institution has an MOU for e-waste management with Urban Rebox Private Limited, an authorized agency of ITC, which collects dry recycled waste, including all kinds of paper waste, old records, and e-waste generated in the college. Also, e-waste competitions are conducted every year to bring in the spirit of innovations in technology. To combat pollution and preserve the environment, the college organizes Say No to Plastic campaign, wherein jute bags were distributed to the public with an effort to reduce plastic usage and promote eco-friendly practices. The Earthwise Club of the college aims at sustaining environment and conducts competitions to commemorate the World Soil Day, World Earth Day, to name a few. Harita Haram is the signature event of the Telangana state towards environmental conservation, and so our college has been on the forefront in celebrating Harita Haram every year. Tree plantation and environmental awareness campaigns and rallies are organized to spread awareness about green initiatives. It is the era of digitalization, and so digital communication is employed to communicate with the staff and students efficiently, ensuring timely updates without the need for excessive paper usage. In a humble effort to tackle pollution, incinerators are installed in campus. A vending machine is also installed to facilitate students in need. Moving ahead, taking the segment of extension and outreach activities under the flagship banner of Vikas, Villamari's initiatives towards community awareness and services. The generosity with which our college has rendered service towards community is evident with a rise in the number of extension and outreach programs conducted through organized forums, NCC, NSS, during the last 5 years. Over the years, our college has been honored and recognized by various government and reputable organizations for its commendable extension activities. One of our enduring initiatives involving annual contributions to the Little Sisters of the Poor, both in cash and kind. The Department of Business Management, in partnership with Zilla Parishad High School, BHEL, and the Government High School, Trimalgiri, organized Menstruation Awareness Hygiene Program as a valuable contribution to community health. The Department of Commerce has collaborated with Access Foundation towards Say No to Plastic campaign and has embarked on a humble beginning to support the underprivileged students by sponsoring the school fees of a student from the Ballium Orphanage since 2022. The Department of Library and Information Science during National Library Week in 2021-22 distributed 176 books to Anath Vidyarthi Gruham, Hyderabad. The Department of Science visited Balate Jasu Boys Home and sponsored meals for the inmates. The Rotaract Club 3150 of the Institute has been at the forefront in actively taking part in extension activities. It has been rewarded for 3 consecutive years, 2021, 2022 and 23, the prestigious DRR Excellence Award. In recognition of the efforts taken by our students towards voter awareness campaign, the institute received an award of appreciation. The faculty and the student received certificates of appreciation from the Election Commission of India. Such appreciation and recognition only builds our motivation as we continue to serve the community with our philanthropic activities. In order to pursue our efforts towards building an ecosystem, our collaborations with organizations during the last 5 years has risen, which is evident from the number of functional MOUs that we have entered into. We have also collaborated with professional bodies to offer professional courses to the interested students. The ACCA UK certification, the IAS Civil Services training, and the IELTS training is offered to the students who are interested. The criterion 4 on our infrastructure. Villamari has a sound infrastructure. The institute has a total of 47 classrooms, 32 of which are equipped with projectors. There are 4 computer labs with 298 systems ensuring students access to the latest software and technology. Commerce lab is equipped with a projector and 2 systems. Psychology lab is well equipped with the necessary apparatus. The mass communication lab, multimedia studio have advanced technology including computers, cameras, and audiovisual equipment. The network resource center, the library and information center. There are 2 seminar halls each with a capacity to accommodate 100 students. There are 2 auditoriums furnished with LCD projectors, the Sarojini Naidu Auditorium and the APJ Abdul Kalam Auditorium, the placement cell, health center, conference hall, indoor and outdoor sports facilities, along with the gymnasium and fitness center, the office desk, staff rooms, CCTV surveillance, water cooling machines, lifts and ramps, 65 kVA generator, stationery, canteen, and the parking. Let's take the tour of our college from the conference hall. May I have the link opened, please? Sure, sir. No, we shall continue. Yeah, there is a link here, but yeah, you can just move the slides, please. Yes, you can move the slide. The library as a knowledge treasury is user-friendly and contains a large collection of textbooks, national and international journals to meet the needs of the students. The library is fully automated using integrated library management system software, NewGenLib, implemented in 2007. It has OPAC, which has enabled easy access to information. It has instituted Best Library User Award to encourage students and faculty for library usage. It has organized activities like the User Orientation Program for the freshers, the National Library Week competitions and celebrations, the book fair, the book talk, and the book review, to name a few. In 2022-23, the internet bandwidth speed detected is 500 Mbps commercial line, along with another line that provides a speed of 300 Mbps domestic line. On campus, all desktops have been upgraded from Intel Pentium to Intel Premium. The monitors have been replaced with LEDs that offer comfortable vision, notably due to prolonged use by students, faculty, and staff. presenting the criterion 5 on student support and progression. Expressing about student support here, students are an environment that is intimate, friendly, and attuned to every specific educational need. The number of students benefited by fee concessions over the years. We organize workshops to support the students on technology enhancement and self-defense techniques. The decentralized setup with its 3 C's, committees, cells, and clubs is a true reflection of the student support system in the college. We have 8 cells for the students. The consumer cell propagates the need to spread awareness on consumer rights and every year commemorates Consumer Rights Day by organizing rallies and competitions on the themes outlined by the United Nations organization. The happiest support given to our students is the platform to exhibit leadership, confidence, and teamwork through the student clubs. The 8 clubs that function in our college is for the students, of the students, and by the students. The club activities done by the Villa Chambers of Commerce, the Gesto, the Utkrishta, the Saizone, the Literary Wizards, Linguistic Pride, Sports Seva, and the Earthwise Club. Shall I play the link, sir, or would you like to move on? Yes, sir. In our endeavor to impart ethics and social values, we have embarked on a mission to connect with the society with our pride, the NSS wing. Our NSS volunteers have been relentlessly working towards the mission of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan with its cleanliness drives, celebrate national days of significance, visit orphanages and old age homes, autism centers, and also take up the green initiatives in the society. Presenting to you with great pride and honor the 70 Girls Battalion NCC unit of our college with 66 NCC cadets taking training from the NCC Hyderabad unit, and our cadets are also undergoing training at the college and at the NCC unit with the Army personnel. Taking such strong support, our students climb up the ladder to progress themselves. The Career Counseling Committee and the Placement Cell are the centers of attention in this regard. The Career Counseling Committee organizes career counseling sessions, collaborating with organizations. The students stand confident to take up higher studies through guidance provided for competitive examinations and study abroad sessions. The students qualifying in the state, national, and international examinations progressing with the guidance of the Career Counseling Committee. The Placement Cell is the hub of all progression that is offered to the students for their employability by conducting pre-placement talks and campus recruitment training programs. The number of students placed and progressed to higher education, presenting the slide. The Placement Cell has conducted campus placement drives and placed students successfully in the campus. Only academics are never our pursuit in grooming our students, and so here the Department of Physical Education plays a vital role in transforming young talent into professional sports women at national and international levels. Awards galore adorn the sports arena of our college. Our champion Sri Vaidya Guruzada won the gold medal in the International Badminton Doubles Cameroon Tournament. Miss Sanjana won the gold medal in the OU Intercollegiate Swimming Championship. Villamari is the chess champ in the OU Intercollegiate Chess Tournament. We are the champions in the OU Intercollegiate Basketball Tournament. Villamari hosts the pickleball tournament every year, emerging as winners in the game. Miss Sanjana Sirimella won the cash award of 1 lakh, emerging as the winner of All India Women's Tennis Tournament at the Sania Mirza Tennis Academy. In the pickleball Brain Bridge tournament, we were the silver medalists, receiving the medals from the then Education Minister, Mrs. Sabita Indra Reddy, and Mr. Sridhar Reddy, the Telangana Pickleball Association President. Also seen is Miss Nikita, the sportsperson winning accolades in the table tennis tournaments. Our sportspersons were runners-up in the Throwball International Tournament in Malaysia. Gauri Krishna won the first place in the 39th Telangana State Ranking Chess Tournament in under 19 category. Our students participated and won cash awards in the sports festival Khelo Telangana, Jeeto Telangana. With all the support, progression and accolades in sports, we are proud to say that our students are successfully placed in their respective professions. Villamari has a registered alumni association with its wing Milan Club. The alumni contributes to the development of their alma mater with an alumni lectures, associating with the placement cell through campus recruitment in the organizations where they are themselves working. They conduct various certificate courses and are always obliged to judge various cultural competitions conducted by the college. We at Villamari have made a tradition to invite the alumni for an alumni meet, fraternize, to socialize and reconnect with the alma mater. The association sponsored to the Department of Physical Education to equip the college gymnasium. On Teachers' Day, every year the association felicitates the senior teaching and the non-teaching staff. Presenting the criterion 6 on governance, leadership and management. The hierarchical organogram of the institution is a reflection of its decentralized functioning. Under the aegis of Villamari Education Society, the management at its apex develops strategies, infrastructure, finance and audit, and frames the administrative policies. Taking the directions from the management, the principal executes the plans with its stakeholders, the IQAC, and the administrative body. The institution's organizational structure is fortified by the presence of 17 robust committees, 8 energetic clubs, and 8 vigorous cells. The growth of the institution is reflected in its placing a profound emphasis on principles like transparency, quality, participative leadership, and delegation of authority, providing a holistic educational experience. The institution implements e-governance in the operations of administration with Vidya software, finance and accounting with ERP Tally software, student admission and support with Vidya software, and the examinations with the Osmania University portal, thereby equipped with complete automation in its pursuit towards governing the institutional operations. The institution organizes FDPs for the teaching staff and administrative training programs for the non-teaching staff for their overall development. Villamari supports the teaching and non-teaching staff during their service at the institution. The institute implements welfare measures for its employees in the form of various leave facilities, medical facility in emergencies, EPF for the teaching staff, and ESI for the non-teaching staff, accidental insurance for the employees, personal loans with 0% interest, fee concessions for the employees' children. It offers yoga facility for the physical fitness. Christmas gifts are always presented, flexible timings to pursue PhD or higher education opportunities, and financial support to present and publish research papers, to name a few. For the specialized development of non-teaching staff, it organizes computer and financial literacy skills program. The institution follows a well-designed appraisal system. It follows a 3-level policy whereby faculty fills out the self-appraisal forms provided to them at the end of every academic year. Further, the head of the department checks that and forwards it to the principal. Finally, the principal, along with the secretary, discusses the performance and appreciates the staff and gives the valuable suggestions. The non-teaching staff is assessed on a day-to-day, monthly, as well as yearly basis, as their work is always supervisory. Positioned directly under the principal, the IQAC serves as a pivotal unit. Villamari planned to go for assessment and accreditation by NAC, and hence a steering committee was formed in the year 2020. In the year 2021, it was renamed as Internal Quality Assurance Cell. The initiatives taken by IQAC are on the ISO certification, UGC recognition with 2F certification, energy audit, associates with the parents and alumni committees, prepares the institutional and the departmental almanacs in coordination with the HODs, arranges FDPs, invigorates outreach activities, boosts the Vikas initiatives, and aims at higher placements, and obviously operates the feedback mechanism. It plans and redesigns the formats of the course plans, coordinates with the research committee, motivates faculty to pursue PhD, oversees the website, conducts meetings with HODs, organizes career counseling sessions, conducts meetings with conveners of committees, cells, and clubs, acquires MOUs, motivates students towards internships, and ensures the institute-industry interface with employability opportunities. Under the Paramar scheme, the college has entered into an MOU with its mentor college, St. Anne's. In collaboration with the mentor college, an FDP on the procedure for NAC accreditation, a national webinar on understanding outcome-based education through curriculum planning was organized. The IQAC conducts regular meetings with the staff to organize and ensure quality framework in the institution. The strategy development and the deployment were on the perspective planning of VMDC. The strategies on the curricular aspects are to offer NPTEL courses more, organize more certificate courses, conduct constant review of curriculum delivery, incorporate experiential learning, and establish a comprehensive feedback mechanism. The strategies for teaching learning evaluation would be to introduce new programs, ensure progress in HRD, embrace innovative teaching methodologies, recruit qualified staff. The strategies on research and innovations are to collaborate with organizations, publish research papers, imbibe diverse teaching methodologies, establish a research fund, and create an innovative ecosystem that fosters entrepreneurship. The strategies for infrastructure were always to augment infrastructure in a phased manner, ensure well-equipped infrastructural facilities, enhance library, and develop a safe and a secured campus. The strategies for student support are more to strengthen on the NCC and the NSS units, establish institute-industry interface program, enhance on the student support services, promote holistic development, and foster the alumni engagement. The strategies for governance and leadership are to communicate the institutional vision, mission, and the core values to all its stakeholders, organize more FDPs, implement strategic financial management practices, obtain recognition from the UGC under Section 12B, ISO certification to be more proactive, procure NAC accreditation for the institution as we are in the process today, and certify ourselves with the energy audit more. The strategies for institutional values are to engage more in the outreach programs, identify and deploy best practices, and take the drive of our institutional distinctiveness towards women empowerment. Our short-term plans are to provide placements in more well-reputed organizations, motivate faculty and students to present papers and conduct research, and assist students in completing their NPTEL courses and imbibe the NEP policy. Our medium-term plans are to enhance the industry-institute interactions, ensure appointment of doctorates as faculty, and seek foreign collaborations. Our long-term plans are to attain the 12B status, get an autonomous status, achieve NIRF rankings, and promote online education. Presenting Criterion 7 on institutional values and best practices. As I speak on various cells in the campus, the one cell that stands out distinctively is the women's cell that rightly guides the students from their long journey from being human beings to being humane. Free health camps are organized. As ambassadors, the students raise awareness on breast cancer among the public through pink ribbon walks. The International Women's Day is the signature event of the cell every year, providing a platform to students to actively participate in various activities like the runs organized by the Hyderabad City Police and the Telangana SHE teams. Workshops are organized to train self-defense mechanisms. The Telangana State Police Commissioner of SHE teams, Ms. Shikha Goel, is seen here addressing the students. Breast cancer awareness talks on sensitive issues of health and well-being among women are organized. The institution has facilities and initiatives for management of various types of degradable and non-degradable waste. Dustbins in all the corridors, classrooms, and ground and near the canteen are kept to facilitate clean environment. The lift facility, the wheelchair and the walker facility, open source screen reading software with braille support is provided to meet the needs of a barrier-free environment. Our best practices, to name a few here, are on the ability enhancement certificate courses, our outreach extension activities through Vikas, the morning prayer that instills discipline, zero tolerance to ragging on campus, the outbound learning vistas, the Villa Press, cordial relationship among faculty and management, regular augmentation of the infrastructure, and emphasis on sports. Presenting our best practice ability enhancement certificate courses. The Certificate Courses Committee is the center of discharging the best practice of our institution. The institution has collaborated with reputed organizations for the professional training of the certificate courses. Since the inception of the institution, certificate course programs have been offered and they aim to meet the needs of the different learners. Our institution certificate courses are effective in providing learners with skills and knowledge needed to succeed in their fields. Many graduates have obtained employment through campus placements, and some of them have become successful entrepreneurs with this program's learning opportunity. The institution's certificate course program responds to changing job market needs and diversified offerings, meeting the diverse learners' needs and building the industry's partnerships. So would I please open the link, or would I take it forward? Yes, sir. Our best practice on the outreach program through Vikas, giving back to the people, is indeed what fetches the students glory and empathy. The outreach program initiated through the Vikas Center instills the sense of responsibility in the society. By harnessing the potential of the Vikas Center, each department is actively engaging in the outreach activities. The chronicles of Villa philanthropy over the years reflect the evidence of success at Villa Mari. Its community engagement extends for national concerns too. Initiatives like the vaccination drives, glove kits and masks to the police and the GHMC, visit to the Little Sisters of the Poor are taken. Spreading the cause of education by teaching children of underprivileged schools, distributing food supplies, school supplies, sports equipment. Every year, Annadanam is organized at various hospitals, orphanages, and old age homes to celebrate the birthday of our founder and secretary. A central program that has stood on the cornerstone of our success in outreach efforts is the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, a drive for cleanliness and hygiene. Cleanliness drives, rallies like Say No to Plastic are organized in local areas. These efforts have contributed to a cleaner environment and also spread awareness about proper waste disposal and maintenance of sanitation. Another noteworthy initiative has been the campaign orchestrated by different wings, including Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and steps towards community development. Supporting orphanages demonstrate the institution's dedication to the cause of the underprivileged. Visit to the Navjeevan Anath Ashram, the Fatima World Old Age Home are initiatives that provide a platform for open conversations. Donations to the Kerala Relief Fund and donations to the flood victims are some of them. There is no higher religion than human service, and the journey towards community service continues forever at Villa Mari. As enshrined in our vision, Villa Mari has embarked on its mission towards women empowerment. The Women's Cell believes in the principle that the task of a modern educator is not to cut jungles but to irrigate deserts. Supporting women's empowerment, the institution imparts women's education through holistic learning. With the best practice of offering ability enhancement certificate courses, indeed our students are empowered with skill and ability and are industry ready to face the challenges of the world. Communication skills are surely the USP of our college. Today's child is under a lot of stress, and so Villa Mari supports every girl child, provides an environment for physical and mental growth. Awareness programs and checkups on women's health are organized. The counseling cell provides support and guidance to students facing emotional and psychological challenges. Even if we empower our students with knowledge, skill, and wellness, What matters the most is how empowered she is as a responsible citizen of the nation. The NCC, NSS, Consumer Cell, Vikas Center are ambassadors in building strong women as responsible citizens of the nation. Holding the leadership qualities, entrepreneurship skills, and professionalism, our students emerge as confident, professional women of tomorrow. The 3 A's of our institution, able to learn, able to do, and able to engage, speaks about the grooming with a 360-degree approach. The social and the cultural carnivals are a feast in our college, celebrating all the festivals and embracing the secular diversity of India. Every year we organize national and international tours that usher in our students with their cultural immersion and career development. And as I fold up, with this strong advantage that every Villamarian carries her with, she is empowered to follow her dream and make it a reality. I take pride in introducing our illustrious alumni who have made a name for themselves across the globe in their preferred professions. Upasana Kamineni is an Indian entrepreneur who is the vice chairperson of Apollo Life. She's been honored with Dada Saheb Phalke Award as a philanthropist. In a field dominated by men, Swapna Dutt and Priyanka Dutt, our alumni, have made a mark by producing many films, one of the biggest being Mahanati. Disha Jain, the head of brand and PR as the EdTech startup Metamorphosis Edu. Ashrita Memuganti is an Indian film actress who has worked in films like Bahubali. Tejaswini Chaudhary is an entrepreneur and a fashionista. Shreya Rao is an Indian model and is head strategic planner. She is the winner of Miss Andhra Pradesh 2018. Later she participated in the Miss India pageant as well. Ms. Tanya Rao stresses on the community over competition. Shruti Mathur, Masters in Broadcast Journalism, worked as a news presenter and correspondent for India Ahead News and is associated with the All India Radio. Manika Chikala is a popular model and an actress in the South film industry. Ruchita Kumar is an entrepreneur, a director of the Indian fashion house Neeru's. Ms. Kiranmay is a trainee pilot flying high in Air India. Such illustrious alumni gives us the boost to serve and grow higher in empowering a girl child. As we see our alumni flying high, we continue to give our students roots to grow and wings to fly. Thank you.